How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Thursday, May the 15th, 2025. Is your man Big D, and I am back with another one. Want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land for continuing to rock out with my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, I am back with another video. And in this video, we have a young sister who, for the life of me, I can't understand why she is paying almost $2,000 a month for a 2021 BMW X5M. And this model BMW, this series, is not even the top of the line. Listen, it's crazy when you look at this because I know folk that got 2024s and 2025s. We talking about Teslas. We talking about Rivians and Polestars and other cars like that. They not even paying $2,000 a month. So that tells me that we got some problems here, right? That tells me that we have a situation where we have a young lady that's trying to keep up with the Joneses. Because why would you, in good conscience, common sense, put your feelings aside and weigh out the facts? Why would you why would you make a payment on a car that is essentially a mortgage payment? Family, we got problems in this country. And when I went over to this young lady's page, she's an attractive young lady. She hails from Atlanta, Georgia. Got a couple kids. Nice little figure on her, but you can tell she had a little work done. It ain't like she had them kids and she was Jane fondering it up and in the gym working it out. So to get that body tight. But hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I believe that at a certain point, especially as it pertains to women after they've had so many kids, no matter how much they work out, they ain't never gonna be able to get that body right and tight how they want it. So they're gonna have to go up under the blade. So I get it. But what I don't get is all these men in the comments saying, "Oh, how she gorgeous, she beautiful." Okay, she gorgeous and beautiful. Whoop the fucking do. She got a nice little body. Whoop the fucking do. That's a dime a dozen in Atlanta. Not only her having a nice little figure comes a dime a dozen in Atlanta, but the fact that she making these financial self-inflicted wounds, she bleeding out. Almost $2,000 on a 2021. That's crazy. Listen, this car is 4 years old and she paying this kind of money girl, what's wrong with you? And then them BMWs, listen, in my opinion, I don't like Beamers. I don't like I don't really like Beamers. Even though I used to own a Dodge, I don't like Dodges because it seems that American made cars or certain foreign cars are pieces of crap. I just don't I don't like the concept of the gasoline engine because it's got way too many moving parts, it's too much stuff to break, and it's too much to maintain. So I just that's not my thing. But we gonna go on ahead and listen to this young sister as she gonna explain why in the hell she in this crazy ass situation.
Up to a point in my life where I set all my bills on auto pay, right? Yay me. I'm excited because I'm like, yeah, I ain't got to check. I ain't got to log in here, log in here, log in here. I ain't got to check here, check there, check here to see if I made sure I pay this because, baby, listen, I will forget. So
Okay, so this is the first flaw that I see, and it's a fatal flaw. Sweetie, the fact that you can pay your bills on auto pay, that don't mean you stacking bread. Cause you could be listen, I know people making $30,000 a year and they got their stuff set up on auto pay, so they don't have to worry about paying it. So come on, lady. That right there that you got your bills on auto pay, you equate that to now you making a lot of money. That's the first fatal flaw that I see.
I got all my bills set up on auto pay, so I don't have to worry about no bills not being paid, right? So something tells me to go check my car because I want to see how much I have paid on it since I had got it like last year, March, April, February, March, somewhere around that time when I had got my BMW X5. So I checked my Capital One, which is, who I got my van through, and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, we almost halfway there, almost done. But I signed in to check my BMW, and it said I only paid $5,000. I'm like, no, I'm being scammed. Because not only am I on auto pay, but I'm paying 19, let me see. I'm paying 1993, which is a hell of a lot, right? I know. That was the stupidest thing I ever done. But anyways, I'm paying 1993 a month for my BMW X5.
I will have to say, I agree with you. Maybe that is the stupidest thing you've ever done in your life. For you to go out and buy a used car and pay this kind of money for it, that is the stupidest thing you probably could have done in your life, except possibly having babies from little Pookies and little Danes. Because I get the sense that it could potentially be that your children's fathers might not be about ish, but that's just the energy I'm getting. But I could be wrong, so let's let her continue.
And y'all telling me that since last year of March, I only paid $5,000 towards my car? So I'm on chat like, y'all can have this thing back. Cause y'all ain't about to scam me no more. I'm not about to pay another year of $19.93 a month. And it seems like it's not going towards nothing but interest. Like,
Ma'am, they're not scamming you. It is going towards interest. Let me ask you a question. So after you done paid your 1993 or whatever your payment is, do you send any extra money toward the principal? Because the only way that you are going to make headway, whatever the total cost of that car was, whatever it is, until you knock the total cost down, the total amount that you paying on, you ain't gonna make no headway. The other thing I've noticed is that if you got that, listen, your interest rate must be shitty because there's nowhere in the world that you should be paying that kind of money for a used car. So your interest rate must be shitty, and that tells me that you have poor credit. And why did you have to get them? Why you have to get a BMW? Why not get a car where perhaps your car payment would have been $800 a month? But as I sit and think about it, if you got piss poor credit, it don't matter where you go, no matter what kind of car you get, you gonna have this ridiculous ass car payment. So, ma'am, that's the first problem. So nobody's not scamming you because if all you doing is making the scheduled monthly payment on this vehicle and you not paying nothing toward the principal, ma'am, it's like you running in you running on a treadmill. You running in quicksand. You ain't you moving, but you ain't going nowhere.
like, it's not going towards the payment. It's not going to. Listen, I don't know. I don't know.
I know.
I don't know.
I know.
I made it to the point in life where I started making money, and I had a lot of dumb decisions, and I'm still learning, still growing, and I'm learning.
Man, first of all, what do you call a whole lot of money? What do you call making a whole lot of money? That's the first thing I want to get at because if what you call a whole lot of money a month and what I call a whole lot of money, I guarantee you is two significantly different numbers. But I would say this. Yeah, I agree. You have made some mistakes in your young life. And what you need is a good dude in your life. What you need is a good dude that can keep you balanced, that hopefully you ain't masculine. Hopefully we know you, even though you kind of paid for your little body, but you fit. Hope to God you feminine, and it will be such a miracle if you submissive. So you need a good dude in your life and not no young. I'm gonna tell you right now, ma'am. I don't know how old you are, but I give you maybe anywhere from 26 to maybe 30, I guess. But you already got a couple kids down. I would say you need a older brother, a older dude that is successful that you will listen to. A dude your age nowadays ain't gonna get it done because the dudes your age, they making the same self-inflicted wounds. They doing the same, making the same crazy ass purchases. So you need an older dude that's seasoned. The next thing is that's gonna be difficult because an older, seasoned, successful dude, you gonna have to be ultra feminine and ultra submissive for an older, seasoned dude that he himself is fit, he himself is financially astute, he has excellent credit. In his lifetime, he possibly have owned a couple houses. Now he to the point where if he do go buy a car, he can go pay cash if need be. But he also understands how to leverage, how to leverage you know, credit to what you have in the bank. Because I always believe, hey man, shit, use somebody else money for a little bit before you pay it off. But before you can use somebody else money, make sure if need be, if you wanna just go ahead and wipe that bill clean, you got the money in the bank to cover it. If you're not at that point, then you need to keep grinding. You need to keep these crazy ass expenditures to a low. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get nowhere. So the problem is, yeah, the odds of her getting a dude, a high caliber dude, or older high caliber dude, probably slim to none.
But that was the dumbest mistake ever. But I'm here to tell you, y'all can have that car back. I will willfully bring the car back to the parking lot so y'all can have it. On my mama, on my soul, I'm not even playing. Because how have I had it for damn near, it's been a year now. And you telling me I only paid $5,000? I'm not playing with y'all. I'm on the app with them right now. I'm not playing with y'all. Is y'all crazy? Y'all let me know if y'all make sure y'all checking what y'all checking. I don't know. People be, I didn't know that you could make payments and it only go towards interest, honey. And when I set up auto pay, I thought that it was gonna go to the car payment or whatever, and whatever else it go to automatically. But apparently I gotta log in and make sure that it's not just going to interest, that it's going towards the car, which don't make sense. If my payment is $19.93, then I would think that it automatically would go to where it needs to go. Lesson learned. Won't be a dummy no more. Won't spend no foolish money on nothing else. I am learning. I am learning. But moral of the story, y'all can get this thing back. And that's on my soul. So y'all see I just posted the screenshots, right? Now she asked me, kindly confirm the reason you are returning the vehicle. I said I have had the car for a full year and it's only showing I paid $5K. I've been paying $19.94, which was wrong, $19.98, for every month for an entire year, and no way I only paid $5K. She said I totally understand.
And I bet the representative that was on the other end of the phone was thinking you are a damn fool because you were the one who went in and paid this astronomical amount of money for this used ass car. You're the one who your credit rating is in shambles, which led to this high ass monthly car note, and you signed the paperwork doing it. And so now all of a sudden, you want to dodge accountability and you wanna shuck your responsibility and you just wanna just give it back to them and wipe your hands clean. And that's why we are in the state that we are in this country, because you have individuals like this who know that they can't afford to make she knows she can't take this kind of pressure. Yeah, yeah, I mean, almost $2,000 a month on a car note. Man, what is your I mean, are you buying a home? Are you renting? Ain't nowhere in the hell you better be renting an apartment or renting anywhere. You making you making uh damn near a $2,000 a month car note. You better not be renting nowhere. You better be buying your home. And if you're buying your home, I would have to say your mortgage payment is probably just as much as your car payment. So that's four strikes right there. Then you got kids and you got utilities. Bam. The reason why you calling to get this car back is because, yeah, you think that little bit of money you think you making a money that you call making some money, bam, you that shit is every month. That shit you getting slashed and you just bleeding out every month, slash, every month, slash. It's like Jack the Ripper just slashing your little pockets apart. You can't take it no more. You want them to come take this damn burden off your hands. You want to give it back. You want to shunt your responsibility.
I know a state required letter may be sent before your vehicle can be picked up. Ma'am, what? This is a scam. So no reasoning at all. Not, oh sorry ma'am, I see here you did pay over 11K. Nothing. This man, yeah. Come get it. Bye. I'm done.
Ma'am, you got shitty ass credit. The reason why the representative ain't even entertain your bullshit about saying, yeah, I see where you paid this amount of money. Ma'am, you got to understand right now, all you paying is the interest. You paying the interest down. So unless you start making principal payments, you not gonna make no headway. So what you think the representative going have sympathy for you or empathy? The representative like you was the one that got yourself in this situation. So this is the moral of the story. For all you dudes that's over there in her comments saying, oh, how she gorgeous, she beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she a pretty sister, but if she ain't got no common sense, she can't do a damn thing for Big D. And my question is, fit, feminine, and submissive. Can a man lead you? Will you listen? If you had a good dude in your life, or if you had a dude in your life at the time that you was making this purchase, and he didn't try to talk no common sense into you, you got a buffoon for a man. And like I said, you need to get you an older brother, and you need to be in a position that if you can get one, you need to be in a position where you listen and listen to the knowledge because as it stands right now, ma'am, you ain't gonna make it. And it's a lot of y'all women out there who ain't gonna make it. Y'all get into these contracts, knowing damn well you biting off more than what you can chew. You can't handle the payment. You got these kids. You got some from these kids you done had from these dusty ass little pookies and Ray Rays and little Danks. And just to try to keep up with the Joneses. Just to try to keep up with the Joneses. But ma'am, shit, if you gonna do it and keep up with the Joneses, at least get the higher, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a BMW, get the higher series. But ma'am, I listen, it kills me that you come on here and you dodging accountability. You know damn well what's going on, ma'am. You ain't make no mistake. You knew you couldn't afford that car. You knew your credit was shot. You knew the payment was gonna be high. And I'm not sitting here saying that it's a crime to have bad credit. Listen, you know, everybody have to crawl before they walk. Nobody comes out their mother's womb financially astute, financially savvy, and wise. You have to learn that. And that takes time. And if it means that you realize that you got bad credit, because first of all, the only way that you can fix a problem is that you got to first understand and admit that you have a problem. You got to admit that you don't know what the hell you doing from a financial standpoint. And you out here trying to keep up with the Joneses and all them folks in Atlanta. And at the end of it, in a few more years, You gonna be burnt out. You gonna be the same old little chick who got a nice little body and burnt out, barely getting by. Family, use this as a teaching moment, as a lesson. Don't go out there and do nothing crazy. I am very frugal when it comes to my money. Very frugal. And even though I got it, I don't like parting ways with it. Yeah. Do I make big expenditures sometimes? Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. I definitely do. I definitely make big expenditures. But the thing about it is that after that big expenditure, I may go years and years without making another one. Because for me, what else more? I mean, what else more is there? I got everything that I could possibly want. And I don't give a damn about keeping up with the Joneses. I could care less because I know what my crib look like. I know what kind of car I drive. And right off rip, everybody know them Rivians. Everybody know how much they cost. So, not trying to brag or boast, but it was a process getting here to this point. And just cause you got the money don't mean that you should be okay with parting ways with your money. Hold on to your money as long as you can. Man, if you got a bill, make extra payments toward that principal. Make principal payments. They don't give a damn if it's $25 extra toward the principal, 50. Make principal payments and you will eradicate that loan obligation far quicker. But for all you simps out there to how pretty she is, she gorgeous and all this and that. Yeah, gorgeous, but ain't got nothing upstairs. Ain't got no damn common sense. And one of you fools will probably try to rescue her. Now she might be a good girl. She might be a decent chick. But there's no way in the hell that I'm gonna go. You already got a couple kids and you riding around in a $2,000 a month car payment. Man, ain't nowhere in the world. I don't give a damn how good you look or how fine you are. No, no. That is just absolutely crazy. Well, family, always remember be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.